Hi. Let me call. All right. Hi, everyone. Um, yeah, all right. Welcome back to another recap for Dancing with the Stars. Week two. Um, part one of week two because they're also dancing again tonight. So yeah, this is Xavier, and I'm here to just talk about what we saw last night. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So there wasn't really an opening number this week. It was more of an opening sequence. It was nice. Um, you know, got the point across. It was hometown glory, the celebs. This last night, So yeah, we start out with who was the first person? Nick, Nick Carter and Sharna Bridges. They had a jive. They got a 21. I actually was kind of disappointed by this dance. Um, it was clunky. Yeah, it was clunky. Um, he got off time actually, which, I was kind of, well, not super surprised, but, I wasn't expecting that. And, yeah, it just it wasn't the best dance for him. Hopefully he got his bad dance out of the way, but I'm not convinced that he is on his way to the finals at all. He's got a long road ahead of him, especially with the amount of likable personalities and good dancers that we have this season. So, yeah, they definitely have a battle ahead of them, Sharna and Nick. Still a respectable dance. Wasn't the greatest by any shot. So they got a 21. Next, we have Hayes Greer and Emma Slater. They did a foxtrot. They got a 22. Hayes is actually kind of surprising me. Um, I thought he would be super awkward. He kind of is awkward, but a super awkward mover. Being 15, he probably doesn't have the control over his limbs that he would like to have. I know at 15, I didn't have complete and total control over my limbs. And you can still see that awkwardness. You can see the yangliness and just kind of not knowing exactly what to do. But especially with his legs. But he actually handled this pretty well. I like the judges. I don't think they needed the motorbike. He's actually a competent dancer. Um, he doesn't need the extra theatrics. Um, but yeah, his lines are good. He was very smooth. He handled it very well. I will say that he needs to kind of work on his posture. Um, he sticks his butt out, but he sticks his butt out. Otherwise, um, I thought he did a pretty good job. 22. Um, I kind of would say, actually, I think he deserved that score. So we have Shaka Khan and Kyo next. Um, they got a 15 improvement from last week. It was a much improvement. She still forgot the choreography, and she didn't really. The hold I thought was weird. They were holding like this. Can you see my arm? Like this, which I thought was weird because I've never seen a ballroom hold like that. So yeah, that was kind of strange to me. I'll have to look into that and see if that's the normal hold. Um, she didn't really, it wasn't very smooth and she didn't dance very much, but it was better than last week. Um, I really do wish that Kyo would just drill the choreography into his partner's heads. Um, and seeing as though they were the eliminated couple, spoiler, 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 they were the eliminated couple last night. I it doesn't make sense to me because Shaka Khan, she's a living legend. Her fan base alone, probably could have gotten them to week 6 easily. Um, as long as they had the scores to compete. We saw it with Patti LaBelle last season. Yeah, last season. And I mean, you could see with both of these dances that she had a lot to give. She just her partner just doesn't know how to teach. And I just really, like I said last week, I want to root for Keo. He's black, I'm black, he's representing for us black folks, and um, but I don't want him to represent like this. I don't want him to be able to be subpar and then have everybody questioning him because, you know, I just don't like that. I want him to be in the troupe for at least a season, and I want him to learn. I want him to learn how to teach, how to choreograph, how to do all of that stuff, how to really make dances tailored for a certain individual, and then throw him back in there, and I want to see what he does. But just put him in the troupe for a season, just strictly the troupe. That's it. Don't give him a celeb because every one of the celebs have been kicked out week 1 or 3. Yeah. So, you know, it's whatever. Well, not week. The first or second elimination. There we go. First or second elimination. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about them. Um, I really hope the producers um, see that it's something's not clicking, and I don't want them to fire him because that would just be terrible. Please don't. Please, please, please don't fire him. Just put him in the truth and let him learn. Let him learn how to teach. Let him learn how to choreograph, and then stick him back out there with a celebrity. That's all I want. Like they did with Lindsay, because that worked wonders for her. I'll get to her and Alec later. Next, we have Andy and Allison. They had a jive and they got a 21. Again, this night actually wasn't that great in terms of dancing, and I think it's because they had 2 dances to do this week in week 2. So, I didn't really care for that. I thought that was stupid. I don't think the producers really know what they're doing right now. But yeah. Anyway, Andy and Allison had a jive. They got a 21. I actually thought they probably could have gone lower. And given him a 19 or a 20. The reason I say that is because this jive was super spastic. It was super all over the place. It was super messy. There was no flow. It didn't seem like anything fit together. It was just Allison literally taking everything she knew about the jive and just throwing it into one dance. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to go, oh, that's the card. And then I'm going to throw this here and here and here, and I'm going to do a little step here and here and here, and boom, here's the jive routine. And you could see that through the routine, even with her dancing, there were some things where it looked like, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, now 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 I'm going to do this, and it just was like, I just didn't like it. He got off time. He kind of got lost in the dance. This is why this is why having Allison as a teacher or any non-ballroom pro for a teacher, if you're not an experienced celebrity, aka Riker, um, is bad because you don't know what you're doing. They don't really know what they're doing. So like you're just kind of um, winging it. So I will say she has gotten better in the past couple of seasons, but she's nowhere near the level of everybody else. Okay, so next we had Kim Zolciak and Tony. They had a quick step. They got a 21. I will say that this dance, um, showed Kim's potential. I thought she had potential last week when I saw her walk across the stage, um, and do that poor excuse for a salsa. I think it was a salsa, right? Um, yeah, I felt like she had it then, but tonight or last night solidified that she has potential. I kind of wonder how she would do with people who were better teachers than Tony. Not saying anything bad about Tony, but there are better teachers than him on the show. It was cool. It was nice to see her be comfortable and enjoy the dance. Really, you could tell she really liked it. And so I mean, there was problems, of course. Um, and there was a huge space between them. But you take what you get. So 21. That was actually a pretty decent dance from Kim. We have Alec and Lindsay next for the Jazz. They had a 23 for their score. I didn't care for it too much. It was a contemporary dance. It looked like a contemporary dance. I'm not going to say it was a contemporary dance. If you know me, you know I don't really care for contemporary too much unless it's just like amazing. This wasn't amazing. It was really lift heavy. The few sections of real dancing that they did do, he did well. He was in sync with her. They did well. He's the dark horse of the competition. I'm excited to see him grow. I really just want to see him do a Latin dance though, because I'm not convinced that he can move those hips. Um, but other than that, pretty decent dance. Thought the score was well deserved. 23. Great job. Next we have Alexa and Mark. They had a salsa. They scored a 24. Um, I was happy about this dance. It was nice to see Alexa and Mark come alive as a partnership. Her come alive as a dancer this week. She did really well with this dance. It was super hot, super sexy. It was great. I didn't really understand the concept too much because it seemed strange and just out there. But she did well. That's all I wanted. I wish she had worn heels because her feet did look like they were kind of sticky to the floor, and it looked like it was hard for her to transition. Um, I think the heels would have taken it to this level, and I would have really just been blown away. But she did a pretty good job with what she was given. Um, I'm excited to see how she does. I'm afraid for her fan base. I feel like she might be the shocking elimination of the season. Shocking. I don't ever consider real eliminations shocking because there's one that's shocking to me. Anyway, next we have how much? Ooh, I don't have that much battery left. All right, I gotta go through this quick. We have Victor and Karina. They had a jive. They scored a 17. It was much better than last week. He definitely did better. I will say that he's not a very good dancer. It had more content. He had fun. It's fun to watch him. Um, I'm pretty. I'm sure he'd probably be eliminated tonight. But yeah. Otherwise, it was a fun dance. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Um, Tamar and Val were next with a cha-cha. These two really don't have chemistry. They got a 24. These two don't have chemistry. When she was alone and in the group, she did amazing. She was incredible. She moves extremely well. Um, her legs are great. I never realized how great Tamar's legs look. And she looks really good. Like, this is the best I've seen her look in years. Um, however, whenever she, like, kind of gets into Val's arms, she turns off immediately, and then like when she leaves him, she like goes back on. So it's weird. It's this weird switch that happens. They probably need to fix that. She also needs to work on not throwing her arms away, and her turn. Her turns are kind of spotty. Gary and Anna were next with a foxtrot, and they got an 18. Again, fun dance. It wasn't very good. It was a hot mess, just like Victor's. But he's having fun. He's having the time of his life. It was entertaining to watch him. Um, what more can you say? Anna's doing extremely well because I know Gary's a handful, so she's doing extremely well. Glad they brought her back for him. And then Carlos and Whitney were next with a foxtrot. They got a 24. It was great. Carlos has yet to disappoint me. He can do both Latin and ballroom. His frame was good. His posture needs to work on. I believe I'm saying that right and not backwards. Um, I actually really like this more than his jive. Um, so yeah, I'm really, really, really excited for him. I'm excited to see his cha-cha tonight. I think that's going to be amazing. Um, but yeah, um, it was really nice. It was great to see Carlos in that light. And finally, we have Bindi, Irwin, and Derek. They had a tango. They got a 25, the highest score of the night, well deserved. Again, they didn't really blow it out of the park. Nobody did, but I think they did the best. Bindi's really surprising me. I'm shocked by how good she is. She kind of actually reminded me of Sean Johnson. I was getting like glimpses of Sean Johnson here, which is weird. Um, but yeah, I'm excited to see her journey and how she does in the rest of the show. There was one point that I was nervous for her ankles. It looked like they were about to, she was like going to roll them or something. Um, and I'm excited to see her waltz tonight and see her in a more subdued and kind of quiet dance. But otherwise, the tango was great. I'm sorry about that watch. It's just being stupid. Other than that, yeah, that was last night. Um, Overall, the dances were decent. Everybody coped pretty well with having two dances, even the lady that I don't like to talk about. Um, Tonight, we have another elimination. There's more dances. Um, and yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow with another review. Go ahead and like and comment and subscribe to my channel. Tell me what I need to do better. I already got something from someone that said that they couldn't hear me, so I don't know if you could tell, but I've been really working on it for this video. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.